The life of this man, a native of Wabash, Indiana, took an unexpected turn when the acclaimed radio personality embarked on a path of pioneering research on consciousness that eventually led to the founding of a specialized institute. His 1971 work, which had a profound impact, not only secured a place in the annals of literature, but also introduced a widely used term to describe the experience of transcending physical form. In 1958, when he was 43 years old, a series of mysterious events happened to this man. It began with an intense sensation of vibration emanating from deep within his chest, so strong that he felt the need to lie down. At that moment, this normally rational businessman found himself floating outside his physical body. Frightened and thinking that his end had come, he panicked. But fortunately, the intense fear brought him back to his physical form. Shortly thereafter, he experienced several episodes where he glided effortlessly across his room. Puzzled by these unexplained phenomena, he sought the advice of numerous doctors and psychologists who confirmed his excellent health. Confident in their assessments, this telecommunications executive decided to perfect this newfound ability. What will he discover in his research? What secrets of consciousness will he uncover? Stay tuned for more on this amazing story. He soon gave up a secure position in a major corporation to devote himself entirely to exploring the depths of human consciousness. Over the next 30 years, Monroe explored the phenomenon of out-of-body experiences with unflagging enthusiasm, seeking to provide scientific evidence for the existence of alternate realities. In order to make so-called space travel more accessible to the general public, he developed a unique technology called hemispheric synchronization, or Hemisync. This pioneering system uses specially designed audio patterns with binaural rhythms to achieve synchronization between the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Independent clinical neuroscientists conducted a series of rigorous studies with volunteers using this experimental technique and were amazed at the clear changes recorded on electroencephalograms, EEGs. The hemispheres of the brain exhibited synchronized activity, characterized by matching amplitude and frequency. Monroe's contributions greatly expanded the horizons of understanding and practical interaction with altered states of consciousness. The United States government closely followed the pioneering work of astronaut Robert Monroe. In 1978, representatives of the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, approached him with a proposal from high-ranking officials, inviting him to participate in a highly classified military initiative. The project was aimed at using Monroe's techniques to expand the boundaries of consciousness to allow military personnel to participate in deep, remote viewing sessions. Success in these endeavors could provide the United States with a significant strategic advantage against Soviet adversaries, potentially allowing troops to access information about past, present, and future timelines, or even explore the possibilities of the multiverse. With his vast experience and many patented technologies, Monroe was the most suitable candidate for this revolutionary project. In an effort to strengthen his position in the field of paranormal research, he accepted the invitation, which opened new horizons for him. The project related to the study of other dimensions was symbolically named the Gateway Process. In declassified documents, the program is described as a system of training aimed at increasing the power, concentration, and synchronization of brain waves in both hemispheres of the brain. This was accomplished with the goal of transforming consciousness to transcend physical reality, and ultimately transcend the boundaries of time and space. In this way, participants were able to access various levels of intuitive knowledge scattered throughout the universe. Commander Wayne M. McDonald's final analysis recorded profound insights that shed light on the nature of reality. The study concluded the holographic nature of our universe, where our waking existence unfolds within a projected electromagnetic matrix. To avoid any hint of the occult, MacDonald presented his report using terminology familiar to the physical sciences. He resorted to quantum mechanics to describe the essence and functions of human consciousness, and to theoretical physics to define the characteristics of the space-time continuum and the possibilities of its traversal by extended human consciousness. In his analysis, MacDonald argued that the human body as a whole acts as a high-precision vibrational system that directs energy in the frequency range of 6.8 to 7.5 Hz into the Earth's ionospheric cavity, which in turn resonates at about 7 to 7.5 Hz. This phenomenon, which some scientists metaphorically call the heartbeat of the Earth, indicates that the energy produced by the mind-body system is in harmony with the vibrations of the Earth's ionosphere, allowing it to spread across the globe in as little as 1/7 of a second. Some aspects of MacDonald's report raise highly controversial issues as he attempts to explain how the universe receives these brain signals. MacDonald does not hesitate to conflate generally accepted physical theories with claims that are so speculative that they border on science fiction. An example is his statement, "Energy in infinity retains its inherent capacity for consciousness to receive and passively perceive the holograms created by dynamic energy in the various dimensions of the created universe." At the heart of the gate theory is the concept of the absolute, as MacDonald defines it, an omnipresent energy field that permeates all corners of the universe, providing a stable level of energy and having no boundaries. This field is devoid of spatial constraints because it has no specific location or momentum. Hemisync technology is designed to harmonize human consciousness with this absolute, by tuning into frequencies that allow you to temporarily disconnect from space-time. MacDonald metaphorically represents this setting as a giant cosmic egg. Within this cosmic structure, the absolute emits matter from a white hole located at the very center of the egg. This matter then travels along the inner surface of the eggshell and exits through the black hole, which is located on the opposite side of the center. MacDonald explains that time emerges as a measurement of the rhythm of this evolutionary flow, as reality crosses the eggshell, moving toward the black hole at its tip. He states that this entire process becomes more accessible when we are able to separate our consciousness from the physical shell. This separation provides consciousness with the opportunity to make an existential leap, allowing it to approach and interact more widely with other dimensions. Here, the concept takes an unexpected turn. The universe itself becomes an active participant in the holographic model thanks to the so-called torus, a colossal, self-sustaining spiral that forms a complex interference pattern. As MacDonald emphasizes, this pattern is a universal hologram, or torus, which is simultaneously formed by matter at all stages of time. It reflects the evolutionary path of the universe from past epochs to the coming future, as seen from our unique temporal perspective. The idea of the torus hologram is harmoniously reflected in the holographic picture of the universe presented in string theory. String theorists, starting from mathematical equations, argue that even when objects disappear in the depths of a black hole, information about them does not vanish without a trace, but is preserved in a two-dimensional format on the event horizon. This information, when projected, encapsulates all the characteristics and data of the three-dimensional object represented in holographic form. Similarly, events occurring in one segment of this egg-shaped universe are projected as a holographic experience available for observation and analysis. MacDonald presents out-of-body experience as a kind of projection in which a significant portion of the energetic structure representing human consciousness gains the ability to move freely within the terrestrial world to gather information, or to travel to dimensions beyond the usual space-time, perhaps to interact with diverse forms of consciousness. In his view, consciousness acts as an organizing and guiding force that controls the movement of energy within certain parameters necessary for the manifestation of a particular reality. Having reached a certain stage of development, when consciousness acquires the ability to self-identify, it comes to self-awareness. In essence, as MacDonald argues, the Absolute possesses self-consciousness like consciousness itself. While material reality unfolds in the space-time continuum, consciousness ultimately returns to the Absolute. However, some select individuals have been able to use Hemisync technology to transcend the boundaries of their physical bodies and transcend space-time, opening up the possibility of exploring other dimensions and forms of consciousness. However, as with meditative practices, achieving mastery of this technique requires considerable effort and time spent practicing. In conclusion, it is worth emphasizing that Robert Allen Monroe's research and theorizing on consciousness and its infinite possibilities extends far beyond conventional wisdom into realms that many tend to regard as metaphysical or even mystical. The Hemisync technology developed by Monroe opens the veil on the potential of the human mind to transcend the shackles of time and space through out-of-body experiences. His contributions not only push the horizons of our understanding of consciousness, but also pave the way for the practical application of this knowledge, enabling everyone to explore the deepest states of their minds for themselves. Monroe's legacy continues to inspire both scientific inquiry and personal discovery into the uncharted depths of human awareness.